Hello everyone, I'm meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 9 a.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now, Kinston approved its budget last night for the 2025-2026 fiscal year. Budget totals $1,133,038,055 with a general operating property tax rate of 73 cents per $100 of assessed value, a 4% difference from the current 77 cents. Now, this rate reduction comes after a countywide property reevaluation was completed, leading to a 35% increase in the city's property tax base. The rate still remains above the city's revenue neutral rate of 60 cents, which is what it would need to be lowered to for residents to pay the same amount in taxes as last year. Now, Sean P. Keenan, Kinston property owner, said, "I think this is very short-sighted. There's a lot of people in our community who are on fixed incomes and who are just barely hanging on. And when you increase the cost of their home and for them to stay in their home, it may result in them not being able to stay in their home," end quote. At the council's public hearing 2 weeks ago, multiple Kinston residents voiced their opposition to the tax rate and its impacts on property bills. Mayor Don Hardy argues that the city is not raising taxes but reducing the rate, stating that any increased bills are due to Lenoir County's property reevaluation. And now we need to turn our attention to the western half of the state, where unfortunately investigators are investigating a sexual assault of a girl who was reported missing from Pennsylvania nearly a year ago. Now, Kara Peters reports.
It's pretty shocking to know that a neighbor is doing that type of stuff here. It's crazy.
Residents of a High Point neighborhood are feeling unsettled after officers arrested 32-year-old Joseph Rossimando at his home on Trayburn Lane Monday afternoon.
It's shocking. It's disturbing. It just makes you want to know more about what's going on around you.
According to High Point police, they went to the home after receiving information that a young girl might be living there. Court documents show the 15-year-old girl is from Reading, Pennsylvania, and was listed as missing or a runaway last June. Officers found both the girl and the suspect at the home and spoke with her. Police say officers also executed a search warrant at the home where they found child sexual abuse material inside and seized several electronic devices. Neighbors we spoke with say although they never saw the two together, they're now on high alert.
I never see him or know him.
It makes you want to get to know your neighbors a little better, just to protect each other and to be on the lookout for stuff like that.
Surveillance cameras are mounted on the house, and a car was parked in Rossimando's driveway Tuesday afternoon. But when we knocked on the door, no one answered. Rossimando now faces 20 charges, including sex offense with a child, rape of a child, trafficking, and kidnapping.
If something doesn't feel right in your neighborhood, ask some friendly questions, and see what those responses are.
Cindy King is the executive director of Abolition NC, a Greensboro-based nonprofit that brings awareness to human trafficking. She says if you see unusual behavior or suspicious activity, report it.
And that was Kara Peters reporting. We now turn our attention to your weather forecast, where today is again going to be another hot day here in eastern North Carolina. Hopefully, you guys are ready to hydrate, ready to sweat. It is hot already. 82 degrees in Greenville right now. Feels like 92. Whew. 79-degree dew point will do that. A west-southwesterly wind right now coming in at about 10 miles an hour. It's hot, it is humid, and that is the state of play across all of eastern North Carolina. I do want to say good morning to Amanda Bloom, again, preparing for this bump in humidity. Already pretty muggy outside. Amanda, 100% correct. It is too humid outside right now. Air temperatures reading generally in the low 80s, a few of us mid 80s, some of us still in the upper 70s. But regardless, we are going to get hot today, this afternoon. We're looking at low to mid 90s. More sunshine today will help boost those air temperatures. The south-southwesterly wind will also be in play to keep that humidity up, and that will keep your feels like temperature elevated, possibly into the triple digits yet again this afternoon. We were there yesterday afternoon. will most likely be there again this afternoon. Now, we do have some showers and storms we do need to mention. We'll have another round of strong to severe storms rolling through eastern North Carolina coming up tomorrow evening to tomorrow night. That's why Thursday evening is a first alert weather day. Now, today is a first alert weather day due to the heat that will be present. As you can see, a lot of the showers and storms will stay off to our west. I don't want to completely rule out the possibility of maybe a stray shower or two coming up later on this afternoon, but most of eastern North Carolina will likely stay dry for today. A little raindrop would certainly be nice, though, coming in later on this evening, help cool things down. Now, here's what we've got coming in on Thursday. Again, Thursday night, that cold front approaches eastern North Carolina by 9 o'clock. It'll be moving over I-95 and into the east. From there, again, strong storms just sweep across the east. The good news is it's going to be a singular boundary line. So one band of rain showers, and then we're done. After that, everything will start to calm down as we head through the upcoming weekend, with air temperatures holding in the low to mid 90s through the weekend and into next week. The heat's not going anywhere, folks. Time to get used to it. Now, for today, again, mostly dry conditions, mostly to partly, mostly to partly sunny skies today. Maybe a little bit more cloud cover in the afternoon. Here's what we've got coming up tomorrow evening at around 5 p.m. Maybe a few isolated showers initially, but again, we'll see more rain showers show up later on in the overnight hours as that front rolls in. Right now, models kind of going a little bit light on that rain potential. I do think we're going to get more than what that model is indicating. Now, Friday and Saturday, lower chance of rain, lower humidity, and lower air temperatures, but I wouldn't call them cool. 89 degrees on Friday, 91 on Saturday, and overnight lows Friday night into Saturday morning will still be in the low 70s, which means humidity, while it will take a little bit of a dip, is really not going to come down to a comfortable level. Now, through next week, we maintain very high temperatures and high humidity, which is why, again, Monday and Tuesday of next week are all first alert weather days for the heat and humidity and the danger they can cause. That's all we have time for today's 9 a.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, I hope you all have a wonderful day.
This hour of the WITN First Alert Desk is sponsored by ENC Pirate Realty.